Welcome to this special bonus episode for the 3rd anniversary of the I Love You But podcast. Ryan and I are so grateful to everyone who stuck with us through the years or just shown up recently and you're digging into past episodes to help make things easier for those of you who want to get caught up and those of you who want some quick laughs. We put together this brief compilation of different sound bites from seasons 1, 2, and 3. I hope you enjoy. Season 1, episode 1 was a banger. We started off with the Dukes of Hazzard and Three's Company. And in the following clip, we discuss the relative hotness of John Ritter.
An interesting thing about this show, right? So it airs in 1977, and get through the first episode. And the biggest thing is that ultimately, hopefully I'm not spoiling this. If you haven't watched it and you want to go watch it, stop listening now. But ultimately, because the Ropers are like, this guy can't live with you. And the only reason they want him to live with them is because he's a really good cook. Right, which I love. Yeah. He's hot and he can cook. Which, he's hot? I'm just really? That's what 1977 hot man is? He's an okay-looking dude, but
I'm sorry, did you watch the Dukes of Hazzard? Did you see all those dudes on that show who weren't John Schneider? In season 1, episode 3, titled The Original Incel, we waste time discussing the logic of Mannequin.
How could she get married if she had no proof of who she was as a person?
How could she have a digestive system if she was a mannequin? And why did she have to be a mannequin when all the other times she was a person?
You don't know that.
She was a mannequin she was a mannequin with Christopher Columbus.
I don't know. We need a prequel.
Oh, no.
I'm a mannequin prequel. That is what I need in my life. I need a mannequin prequel.
In our 4th episode, we revisit a really strange, short movie called The Electric Grandmother and talk about finger milk.
Can we talk about the finger spout?
Finger milk.
It was finger hot chocolate. And then it was finger milk. And then it was finger orange juice. And all that's coming out of the same spout.
Yeah, if you've ever made coffee in a Keurig after someone else has made hot chocolate, you know that this whole finger spout is not a good situation.
Or if you've ever gotten water out of a fountain beverage machine from the Sprite one where you push the little water button, it taints it. Tainted beverage.
Tainted finger milk.
Tainted finger beverage, whatever beverage.
We had a couple of bonus episodes in the first season, and one of them, titled Elder Millennials, was ostensibly about Back to the Beach, except that I was the only one of the two of us who watched it. And somehow, instead of talking about Back to the Beach, we started talking about how handsome Harry Styles is. Enjoy. At some point, somebody is described as being cruelly handsome. And I just felt like that was too good to be in this movie.
I feel that way about Harry Styles. I think Harry Styles is cruelly handsome. It is not.
It's unfair.
Painful.
Unfairly handsome.
Yeah, it's cruel how handsome he is. So few people get to. Although I guess I should be glad we all get to enjoy to look.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, he's out there for everybody to look at.
Yeah.
And tossing out NDAs. I mean, he's kissing people too. Episode 9 is all about the Katharine Hepburn, Spencer Tracy classic desk set, which I cannot encourage you strongly enough to watch. It's fantastic. Here is us replaying the memorable Christmas office party scene. when they wheel the piano in that said do not remove from studio whatever J,
Yeah.
I wrote, oh Lord, they have a wine jug, and then they replaced the water cooler with the wine jug.
Old Lady Steely was like, I help myself. Thank you.
Right? Little old lady wasn't going to miss out on the Christmas party. She was there. That was so good. In the episode about Peggy Sue Got Married, we hit on a familiar topic, my health, and how I need to cool it with the sugar toots. Starting May 1st, I've tried not to have any refined sugar. Now, I have not succeeded at this, but I have had significantly less sugar than I'm used to having. So my brain right now is super dumb, because it's used to having like, oh, I need to figure something out. Boom, got it. Got the energy I need to figure it out. And now it's like, oh, I need to figure, oh, God, I'm tired. Oh, God. I got to convert some energy into something usable. I don't have any of that quick energy. And I mean, by that time, I forgot what I was doing. Season 1, episode 11, we get into Back to the Future in our episode Stop with All the Tomfoolery and answer a question that no one has ever asked. Who destroyed the Brown Mansion?
So in that panning, right, so they're in the garage and they're panning, and then you see like a framed newspaper clippings
about their house being destroyed?
Yeah, the Brown estate or mansion destroyed. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we ever got answers on what happened to the Brown estate.
But also, why would you have that framed unless you're the one who did it and you're happy because you got away with it? In another TV doubleheader with Brothers and Facts of Life, we create the very first imaginary merch for our show. The episode is called The Gay Yoda. I am not in the world to be looked at. I'm not. I understand that people look at me, but that's not what I'm there for. I am there to get shit done and laugh at people.
Oh my God, that's so merch.
In Chasing Ghouls to Get Laid, our Ghostbusters episode, Ryan and I argue about whether or not roasted Stay Puft Man in Manhattan would smell good. You know how Lexington smells really good when they roast those peanuts?
Yes, at the Jif Factory. I do.
Can you imagine how good Manhattan would smell if it were covered in roasted Stay Puft Man?
Okay, but no, because it would be the fucking smell of New York City in the 80s covered by roasted marshmallows. So it's like fucking sewage, wet grossness.
I feel like the top layer. It would be like a top layer of a nice snow. Once again, we're struggling to stay on topic. Season 1, episode 18. We're supposed to be talking about Can't Buy Me Love, but in useless units of lime instead, we are making fun of our mother and Brooklyn at the same time.
Could you imagine if the New Yorker started putting perfume samples?
It would be like Brooklyn-based, fucking like small batch, artisanal perfume. Oh, this one smells like rosemary, pine nuts, and despair. It's called Existential Ennui. It's my favorite.
There's also a drink that you can get at this one bar that tastes exactly like this perfume.
No shirt, Ryan.
No shirt.
Hey, did you know that Mike Nichols directed Working Girl and that it was the 21st episode of our first season with the super obvious name of Witches Don't Use Crystal Balls? If you want to learn a little bit more about Mike Nichols, keep listening. Mike Nichols started out in improv. Then he did theater. He and Elaine May got very, very famous for their comedy work together, which I'm kind of saving for my retirement. And I hope it's still funny and I'm not too old and broken by then. He directed.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're going to start doing improv after you retire?
No, I'm going to listen to old recordings of Mike Nichols and Loren. I've never sought them out.
Okay,
yeah, I'm going to go to Granny Improv. I can't wait. Tuesdays, shuffleboard. Wednesday, water aerobics. Thursday, improv.
Geriatric improv.
And every skit has to be less than 2 minutes because everyone will forget why they were there. There will be no long form improv.
It's only short form. Oh.
Who doesn't love Grease? An American classic. Also, drive-ins and hot dogs. That's all I got.
And real quick thing back to the drive-in. I loved that whole scene of that bun trying to get that hot dog to jump in it.
You know what? John Travolta should thank that hot dog because every time I was like, this is dumb, I'd be like, oh, we're a hot dog and I'm buying hot dogs doing flips. And the bud's like, yeah. Then the bud's like, all right, time to come on, play Clear. It like opens itself. Hot dog's like, okay. You know, was stupid. But enjoyable. Yeah. One of our favorite things to do on the podcast is not only to look back and cringe at the movies and television shows that took up so much of our childhood, but also to think critically and discuss some of the beloved directors. Like in our E.T. episode called Hijinks Ensue, where we question men who make movies and recycle cinematic romance.
That whole scene with them like releasing the frogs and like back and forth between him and E.T. and then the quiet man with the wing and the girl and he like knocks that kid down so he could stand on top of him to kiss the girl while he didn't have consent, so that's not okay. Still, that was amazing. It was amazing.
John May didn't really have consent when he kissed Maureen O'Hara and the quiet man, but it did make me laugh because I don't remember a few weeks back when we talked about Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it was like, did these guys learn romance only from movies? Evidently, yes.
Yes,
they did. Yeah. And it's like a vicious cycle where we just keep recycling the romance of old movies into new movies, and it perpetuates these horrible things that are not based in reality at all. We continued our silly and provocative titles in season 2, like in this third episode, where we watched Big Business and talked about Saltburn and Jacob Elordi.
He disappeared, and now there's just some naked man reading a book and eating a popsicle. Who is that?
That is Jacob Elordi playing Felix in Saltburn.
Oh, Lordy, indeed.
He's quite lovely.
Yes, he is. What's he reading there?
Oh, I don't know. Probably something very symbolic. I can't tell. It's set in 2007, so you would love the soundtrack. Because you'd be like, these are all the bangers from 5 years ago.
What is he in that's set in 2007 that I should watch?
Oh, you won't watch it. I wanted to go see it in the theater, and after seeing it, I'm really mad I didn't see it in a theater because every shot is just like this. Like, they're all just perfectly crafted, gorgeous, beautiful mise-en-scène. And it's one of those...
What?
It's a film thing. Don't worry about it. The production values, the art direction. Is that better? So somebody made me watch Big Business, and... I needed a palate cleanser afterwards, so I finally watched Saltburn, and I wanted to make sure.
Is this Saltburn?
Yes, this is from Saltburn.
You don't think I'll watch it? I mean, they look really pretty. Is it scary?
It's not scary.
It's dramatic. It's sad.
It's dramatic if you take it seriously. It's very, very dark comedy. Very, very dark comedy.
Oh, yeah. That's what should be.
It's like if The Talented Mr. Ripley ended with a triumphant feeling, and if Midsommar was like The Talented Mr. Ripley, but At the end, the joy was more gleeful. It was great. You're watching it and you're like, oh, God damn it. This is going to be one of those fucking like evil and woe, like, God damn poor person, like falling in love with these rich people and these rich people just using them and being so rude. And then like partway through, you're like, oh no, wait a minute. This is different. This is different. This is fun. This is changing up the rules.
Well, if rich people are getting fucked over, I might enjoy that.
I mean, I'm not going to say you shouldn't watch it.
I'm just going to keep hanging out with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay, I think that's probably for the best. What is going on with rich people? Ryan and I will continue to investigate, just like we did in This Meat Sack is Done, where we talked about the amazing classic, The Philadelphia Story.
What was that Katharine Hepburn put on the rag? Was that perfume or was that alcohol?
I think it was perfume.
Okay, what car has a little perfume cubby in it? Why does the car have a perfume cubby?
Your car doesn't have a perfume cubby?
The car doesn't have, yes, it has cubbies in which I could put perfume. These tiny little crystalline bottles. That's when you know these people are fucking too rich. Like, they are so rich.
Yeah, they're so rich that they will change into a bathing suit to jump off a diving board, swim across the pool, and get out, and then change again. Ain't nobody got that kind of time. Like,
I mean, this is a fairy tale for fatties.
Right. Except it doesn't feel like a fairy tale.
It doesn't feel like a fairy tale, but it is, right?
The children need to know Hairspray is a fat girl fairy tale, and we love it.
So it doesn't feel like one, but when I'm looking at it, but like thinking about it.
It feels like Bridgerton. Well, they were like, like with Bridgerton, they were like
this isn't how it was, but man, wouldn't it be great?
Wealthy too. I was like, what if people weren't grossed out by fat girls? Like,
yes.
Be like,
so, so to be a 9-year-old fat girl and see this other, and not like what we would call fat now, like fat, like she's fat, right? She's not just like she's a size 12. No, she's fat.
Yeah.
And have her be like confident and happy and loving herself and not trying to lose weight and not bothered by other people making comments, but then also seeing her get the hot guy like from the start, and not just one, but like multiple ones.
Yeah.
And then again, like the other guy's like, yeah, get it, buddy. Like, I don't know.
That was Josh Charles.
And that was the only time.
Yeah.
That was the only time. And it's probably still the only time. That's the only time I've ever seen a main character be fat and be treated the same way and have her fatness not be a thing.
Yeah, because I've even, I started reading If This Shoe Fits.
Yes.
I didn't finish it, but it's like, even on that, where she's in the reality show, it's still like a thing. Yeah. Like, it's like a whole thing where it's like, I mean, granted, it's a thing where people are cheering for her and whatever, but it's like, this isn't really a Cinderella story. Like, in a Cinderella story, it would be like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Well, and then the same thing, like, everyone loves her, like, everyone's calling. Whereas, like, in my mind, watching it now, I'm thinking, God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
The fucking comments online people would make.
This episode runs the gamut. Welcome to the Cult is named after the TV show Bluey, but it's supposed to be about Flashdance. And before we could get there, Heather and Ryan have some classic bickering about the new remake of Roadhouse starring Jake Gyllenhaal. This exists for guys who really want to touch other guys.
Wait a minute. Did you watch this movie?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Why?
I saw some clips of it, and it looked like it had some funny jokes. And did I mention Jake Gyllenhaal?
I saw clips of this movie, and it did not look at all like something I wanted to waste time with.
Okay, well,
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal was also a bubble boy. Like, a long time ago. What talking? It matters. Like he was at the same time he was in Donnie Darko, which is a good movie. Just because he's good, like a good person, doesn't necessarily make it a good, worthwhile movie.
I don't know that he's a good person. I think he's a good actor.
But I mean, like a good actor is what I meant. Like,
pretty sure he's not a good person. But
like sometimes people just want to make money.
So in case it was never clear, the birth order is me, Heather, the eldest, and 3 years younger, Ryan, the youngest. So we were parented very differently, as demonstrated in the following clip from the episode about the Breakfast Club. And it is called, Do You Know Any Chiropractors? Of course.
Oh, you're 12, start paying attention to church. And I started paying attention to church, and I was like, well, I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with that. Like, bullshit.
Exactly. This church sucks. So
You're 12, that was like the magic age when mom was like...
George Carlin called it the age of reason. That was also when he quit being Catholic, so I was on the right track. I didn't know what that.
I turned 12, but she's like, just fucking pay attention to something. Like,
don't get arrested, please. Finish high school. Leave us alone. We began season 3 with a slate of musicals, including Popeye. Here's a clip from the episode, Babies Can't Read.
So I just want to get a jump on this. Ryan Davis is going to try to convince you that Popeye is not a good musical, or that it's not a musical, when in fact, of the 2 hours, 54 minutes of it are taken up by music. So, half the movie. Yeah, okay. And yeah, maybe. He's large, only has 39 unique words in it. That's not that many words. I did start counting the words to Volkman and ran out of space in my head pretty quickly, but everybody knows that MC is a mouthy bitch. So I would challenge you, if you haven't seen Popeye from 1980 or haven't heard the music, go and find the extended album and listen to Harry Nelson's demos. I think that you will enjoy them. And if you don't even want to give them a try, I'm going to give you a bit of lyrics from Everything is Food that are just delightful. Everything is upside down. Everything is sunny side up. It's ubiquitous, enigmatic, and they can't trick us with no hot dogmatic. It is food, food, food. Everything is food. And Popeye is an entertaining musical, regardless of what my sister says. Enjoy the episode. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
How could we talk about musicals without talking about The Sound of Music? And starring the sexiest anti-fascist in cinematic history, Captain Von Thirstrap. Check it out in our episode, My Sexuality is Tired. Let's guess why the captain wears a tie to bed. I'll go first. Are you ready?
Did not notice that.
He was dressed. He was wearing like a velvet bed jacket, but he had on a tie.
Did he have on a tie, or did he have on like a cravat kind of thing?
He had on a tie, tied tight.
He just took off his dress coat and put on his smoking jacket. That's what rich people do. And I don't know.
Or was it something that rhymes with autoerotic asphyxiation? Crying alone in my hotel room in Canada, watching My Fair Lady and talking about squats. And one of the things our new CIO wants us to do is do SWOT analysis. I roll. But anyway,
Do what
analysis? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis.
Oh, okay. I was like squat analysis, where you have to like squat while you're having meetings. It's like a health thing.
Yes, this is the SWOT analysis. We hired a PE teacher to be our CIO.
We did calisthenics during our meetings to keep everybody on task, because you can't like be on your phone while you're doing that.
So is Elliot sleeping on his own on Kalshi yet? Just wondering. Yeah, we get into it in Mariachi Karaoke, an episode where we barely talk about the terrible movie Summer School.
So I did a sleep study last night, so I had to like wear all this shit on me. And like there was no sleeping, like none, like no sleeping. Elliot was like all up on my grill, and I was,
man, you got to kick that kid out of your bed.
I know. I'm letting him start kindergarten, and then we're gonna, because he'll be so fucking tired that we can just like put him in there. So stop nodding at me. Fuck you.
I'll check in with you again at middle school. We'll see how it's going. That familiar smog of hairspray in the girls' locker room. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1989s, sponsored by Saved by the Bell and Head of the Class. The first three things that I wrote down after that all had exclamation points, and they were acid wash jeans, French, cow print, scrunchies,
feathered bangs, Kelly's bangs situation.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a whole ozone layer right there.
The movie Hairspray had nothing on the 89s.
No, the 89s were very serious, and the 1990 were very serious about the hairspray.
Yes.
The girls' locker room at Strickland Junior High was aqua net. Why have feelings when we can have cookies? Taken from the episode An ADHD Kind of Day about the legendary Princess Bride. How'd you waste time this week?
Hold on, I'm making a cookie.
Oh, okay. That's how you're wasting time right now.
I'm hiding my mic. What am I doing?
You're hiding your feelings?
I'm covering my foot. Yes, always. Especially when cookies are involved.
In Twist It with a Pencil, we shake things up and actually talk about the fucking movie. The amazing Meet Me in St. Louis. Here's the tassel dress down to the house party, where a young woman is playing the trumpet, such an elegant instrument.
Well, she had glasses, so, you know.
What was she going to do?
She had nothing to live for. She might as well play the fucking trumpet. No one's ever going to marry her. She's got glasses.
And then I liked that it was a remix of old-ass songs. It wasn't just one old-ass song. It was like a remix.
It was like Pitch Perfect, but like with old-ass songs.
Exactly.
I mean, this is what our parties were like that we used to have as teenagers. Like, 100%, right? Like, you know, we were doing sitting around singing songs, playing music, showing off our talents.
And that's it for this special bonus anniversary episode featuring highlights of seasons 1, 2, and 3 of the I Love You But podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and we will be talking into your ears again soon.